Well, we got both of them on the disc. Sprayer. I gotta do a little plumbing work on it, but it's ready to go. I got a 4850 on the 496. 4960 on the 630. And so we're gonna see what they'll do tomorrow. Stay tuned. Well, it's the next day. I'll show y'all some of this footage of us breaking this new ground that we picked up open. Stay tuned.
Moments later. Driving buddy. Gotta turn around. Oh, you gotta ride now. You can't be spread. So how was your first tractor ride? Huh? Yeah. I mean, you finally got a chance to ride. We done finished up this new ground we got. Headed out. You can tell it's dry, y'all. I want to get a little bit more footage. I want to kind of pay attention when I got out on the tractor. But anyway, we easing on out the field right now. We're going across somebody else's field. Turn road. Got about 40 acres back there. Got a little old cowboy with me. Say, hey, buddy. Say, hey. But anyway, you know, we rolling out. Anybody who ever noticed, the delta is pretty flat. A lot of level ground. Twin row beans planted here in this field. Anyway, but he's on out up this road. Can't really go too fast down the road. You know, it's beds. When they put the beds in, it's still some ranges that you can't see. So like, it's real rough. So we're easing on out. This whole 630 disc, it's pretty good. It's a good cutting disc. I mean, people say you gotta crank the handle and stuff like that. I know that it tends to forget the light soil. It wants the reds pretty good. Now, the heavier the soil, it seems like the better it does. But, you know, with lighter soil, if you hit like a sand pocket in the field, it wants to, you know, ridge up on the wings. But I kind of like it if it continues to cut. Most of our soil is kind of got some heaviness to it, so it shouldn't be too much of any issue. Let me turn around. I'm letting y'all, showing y'all that we're going out. Shouldn't be too much of any issue with that. So it's good to have a second disc though. We was able to knock that 40 out pretty quick. I think it's about 44 acres over there all together with the house seat. That was my uncle's at one point in time before he died. Rented from one of my cousins. So anyway, like I said, I got my little man with me. This is second sound guard ride, but we was just kind of tooling around with it. The first time driving up and down, you actually got a chance to, you know, see some work done this time, buddy. But anyway, I'll see y'all when I get back to the shop. We'll talk to y'all some more then.
Several days later.
What's up, YouTube? So been a minute. We wanted to kind of get back with y'all with an update. Sweat contributed to Papa believe. I always said we're one day away from a flood, one day away from a drought. So it rained quite a bit last week, and yeah, it's what we got. But anyway, first couple projects. First of all, what I was gonna do with y'all guys was I needed to do some welding on the 630 disc, and I'll show y'all what's wrong with it. But I was gonna showcase some of my welding, and anyway, excuse me, my old Lincoln, it decided that the fan wanted to blow up in it. So I'm down a welder, so won't actually be able to do any welding to show you on YouTube, because I'm gonna have to take it to the shop, because it ain't just blow the fan up. I think something, when it blew the fan up, I thought it was a backfire when it happened, because it was like a loud pop, and then it started running differently a little bit. But anyway, when it popped, it sounded like a backfire, but I took the panel off and found the fan in pieces. Now, I'm not sure if the dirt daubler got on the fan or something inside there or what, and got it off balance. And, you know, while I was in high idle, it threw the fan off. I mean, the only thing I can do is lay a bead. I'm not a welder mechanic, so somebody else gonna have to look at that. But also what I need to do, I need to tune up the seed tender motor. Oh, man. That was on. Anyway, seed tender motor, and you know, get it going, because I know it's probably got some bad gas in it or whatever. So that ain't nothing but take me about 30 minutes. I'm gonna drain the tank, and then I'll clean the carburetor. I actually like working on small engines. My dad used to teach me some of that. The other thing that I did, I had to put a new filter on the filter housing on the sprayer. When I winterized it, and I should have known a little bit better from my time of fighting fire. Yeah, everything on this side, all of that might have been winterized. But back when we used to fight fire, we would always put some type of antifreeze, even in the suction side, because all fresh water was still in this side of the plumbing. So anyway, you know, for the most part, that was, you know, I think what caused that filter housing to crack. But I got that fixed. I took a spin yesterday. I still think it's a little bit too sticky to spray. I think this thing goes pretty well out there, but I'd rather wait a little bit. But there's actually some beans in the ground around here. Not a lot, but there's some beans in the ground. You know, the other thing, like I said, it's just, but like I said, we got about, I think like 4 or 5 inches of rain, let people tell it. I don't know exactly how much we got around here, but we got about quite a bit. So my next project is gonna be working on that. I need to get a top for it, and I might have to get a new pump, because the pump housing, that plastic pump housing on that pump is cracked. And so I noticed that last year, and I've used that pump before, but it wasn't cracked then. I just sitting out there in the sun, it just cracked. So it is what it is. But anyway, ain't much been going on. Supposed to not get any rain anytime this year, well, this week. And I don't know why I said this year. I hope that's not the case. But I need to cut the grass around here too. The grass is really growing. Normally don't have to hook up to a bush hog this soon to cut the grass, but I might just pull out my ride lawnmower, see if I can spot cut it and go from there. But no, not much going on. Hopefully plant some beans here in the next week or two and get some beans punched in if it dry out enough. You know, like I said, we'll see. But I was going, what I've got a well on the 630 is this axle here. So if you can see, this had been beefed up. Let me turn it around. That had been beefed up and welded on before. And I think what it was that, you know, I've always heard that these axles weaken is these discs, but that bead is cracked. The top of the axle tube is cracked. So I'm gonna basically try to beef that up a little bit more. I'm gonna cut some metal. Got some metal here. Try to grind that down and get some fresh metal in there. And I don't know. I mean, I don't claim to be a professional welder. I took 4 years of it in high school and competed in Skill USA, but I didn't go to any type of formal college for it, so I can lay a bead, and that ain't how I would have done that to beef that up. But anyway, I'll try to get it right. See if it'll last the way if I weld it. And anyway, like I said, I wanted to showcase that because I really wanted to show and talk about, you know, welding. And then in the factor too, bring it to a point of how, you know, I learned how to weld through vocational classes at high school. But being that I hadn't got a chance to actually use the welder because it decided to blow up, we're gonna wait a chance to talk about that, because I feel like we don't put a big enough emphasis on things like that nowadays. And a lot of that saved us a lot of money by those skills that I learned growing up now. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing good in YouTube land. Probably try to get another video out to y'all sometime this week. I really was super excited about my son finally getting a chance to actually work and ride on the tractor with me. I mean, he's ridden the tractor before, but last time I had him out, he didn't really know what was going on. But I feel like this time he could actually take it and really receive it. So, you know, I was super happy about that. I know some people say, let him be a baby, but, you know, I mean, he definitely loves it. And, you know, we could run around the house always talking about tractor. So, you know, he was ready to go for some more that evening when we shut down. But, you know, now I'll talk to you guys later, and we'll see what we can get out to you later on this week if it dries out.